Hello, how are you?
Fine.
So what are you girls doing?
Nothing.
Hello and welcome. In this session, we are going to look at the structure of an HTML document. Last time we created a simple HTML file. And let us look at more closely what are these tags mean. The general structure of HTML code is there is a tag, whatever the tag is, then there is content and an ending tag. A start tag, the content, the ending tag. The content can be text or images or videos or whatever. For example, HTML essential training, it is a heading, right? For a paragraph or something. It says the heading of a paragraph. And you put the header tag, heading tag, H1, that is start tag, and the content, that is the HTML essential training, that's the content, a text, and an ending tag. This is a paragraph tag, a start paragraph tag, then the paragraph, whatever the text is, then end paragraph. Not all tags need to have a closing tag. For example, some of the tags do not have content, like for example, break line, and going to the next line. So that is the BR tag, a break tag, that do not have any closing tag. So this is what is called self-closing tags, because there is no content in it. Another example is a horizontal line, HR tag. There are hundreds of HTML tags available, and we will be learning all the main ones. Now let us have a closer look at the HTML document structure. The first part is a statement saying to the browser that there is a HTML document type coming your way. It is telling to the browser that there is an HTML document coming. Tag is written as doc type HTML. And doc type in capital, and this, no, it is not, you don't need to put capital, but this is a standard practice. And the next part of the code is HTML. There is a start HTML and end HTML. So this is the HTML document. Within it, there is a header tag and a body tag. Header tag is, within the header tag, you use what's called, you put other tags like titles, styles, meta tags, links, and scripts and all that. The information you put on the header tag, the header tag area, is useful for search engines and web servers and so on. So they know what to do. And on the body tag is where you put all the user viewable part, like paragraph text and headings, images, and break lines and all that. That div tag is for a grouping of contents. Alright, so there are two main things in here. That is, one is the header tag. In the header area, it is used for the search engines and the web servers. And on the body tag, it's mainly used to display, it is for the user to see and do. The HTML standard is constantly evolving, and the current standard is HTML5. Now instead of numbering, they just call HTML. There are new ideas coming in. The new HTML5 standard has some new tags, what's called semantic tags. This is mainly used for readability, screen readers. Dividing information in a more meaningful way, it is to help the users to make the web more interesting and meaningful, and you can manipulate in many ways. This is the HTML semantic tags. Top one is the header. This is where you put your organization's logos and so on, and it usually stays in the same place in every page. And on the side is the navigation bar. This is where the main navigation, the links that goes to different part of your website. In the middle is the main content area. This is where the main information go. It is unique to each page. And this is the part that changes in every page. Okay, this is the main area of user interest. Aside means the sidebar is where related information, whatever you are seeing in the middle, some related information you can put it over here. Or what's called the contextual information, you put it on the aside. And on the footer, you normally put the copyright information or the contact information and all that. The footer is also used for SEO purposes, and it often provides some quick links to quick access to popular content. So these are the general block areas for the new HTML5 content. So these are the different tags defined within it. Now heading back to our index.html, this code we wrote here is pretty standard, and we will be using it very often. So it's a good idea to make a template out of this. We can use that template to start in our new sessions. This index.html is on the base of the website. So like your website name, http www.yoursitename.com or .org or whatever it is, and when you type it, you get this page. So the server automatically look for the index file or default file, normally index.html. So in order to create a proper template, maybe we can add a bit more useful things. So click on the HTML tag at the top and add the language, whatever language you are working on. So our language is English. So language, so that means the HTML language we are using is in English. And another tag, useful tag, is what's called a character set. So that is called metadata. Meta character set, CHARSET, character set equal to UTF, I think UTF-8. What is the character set UTF-8 will do is, with that one, you can create pages in any languages. That means you are able to show scientific characters and language characters, Chinese or Hindi or Russian or whatever. It helps to display on your website different languages. So that's a good thing. Another useful tag to have is what's called description. So meta tag name is description in double quote. Content is HTML essential training. You may be wondering why we need all this, because these are essential tags that will help you for the search engine. So search engine can find it and index it properly. Okay, for search engine SEO purposes, description is important. Another one is the author. Meta name is author, and you put your own name. So that is an important meta tag to have. Another useful tag to have is the style sheet. Even though we are not using style sheet, it is good to have a meta tag there. So what this line is saying is there is a style sheet under CSS directory, and the name is styles.css. But we don't have it, so we need to create one. So let's do that. Our folder, and create a new folder called CSS. This is how the style sheet will come. Enter. And right click on it. A new text document. Okay. Styles, STYLES .css. You remove the .txt and make it CSS. And it is asking, do you want to rename it? It may be unusable. That's okay. So just yes. And it is not associated with any application at the moment. That is why it is showing as a little gear mark. You can always right click and open with Notepad or Sublime Text, whatever. There's nothing there at the moment. That is fine. Now we go back to index HTML. Now we are using this as a what's called template for future lessons. So go there and file, save as. On the root folder you can save it as HTML template. HTML say template. Save. So in our project folder, HTML Essential Training, we have a CSS directory, and within it we have a style CSS. There's nothing in it at the moment. And we have an index HTML with a hello world and its index template. This template we'll be using for in the future lessons. Right, that's great. So in this lesson we created a template for future lesson. We just modified our index HTML to create a template. And in the future we'll be learning more about the main HTML tags. Thank you for watching. As usual, please subscribe and share it with friends and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.